Hello, everyone, and welcome to this first game of BHB Major League action. And right now, we've got your Atlanta Rippers lineup. Leading off in center field is Benny Rodriguez. Following up, Thomas in right. Rosario at shortstop. East and West at first. Kingsley out in left field. Noble at third. Yomutta at second base. Carlson behind the plate. And T. Spiller on the mound. Wild Things lineup coming up next. For the Wild Things in center field, it's Henderson leading off. Second base, Tallywhack. Bear Hatman at shortstop, batting third. Stevens at third base, cleanup. Anthony over at first. Nickens in right field. Strawberry in left. Snowball behind the plate. And Alejandro Kirk, the starting pitcher for the Wild Things. Don't go anywhere. We've got Major League action right when we come back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the BHB. I'm Tip Tippington here with my partner, Basher, and we are ready to do this right. Isn't that right?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, this is going to be great. I love this beautiful stadium.
It really is. You know, ever since it was added in the DLC, the Red Rock Park has always been a staple of Super Mega Baseball. As this one is hit up the middle for a base hit to start it off. A quick leadoff single for Atlanta, not wasting any time.
Yeah, great start.
Parker Thomas up next. And the runner is off. And he will get there by a hair. The throw not in time. So a stolen base for Atlanta coming out quick. That one is thrown over the head of the second baseman. It's going to get away, and the runner will advance. So a runner on third with no one away already.
Just the worst start possible for Alejandro Kirk, too.
Yeah, you really hate to see that for him, as Bear Hatman makes a stunning play at shortstop for the first out. The run will score, and Atlanta plates their first here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up William Rosario, the shortstop. One and two the count. Three and two, a full count here. And he loses her, so Rosario will take the trot down to first, and that'll bring up East and West with a runner on and one away. Skied high behind first base. Should be an easy play, and it is for the second out.
Kirk will be glad to get out of this inning.
Yeah, just the worst imaginable start for a starter, and now it's on him to bounce back. As that one bounces off the glove of the first baseman. It was close, but they'd get him by a hair for out number 3. So a nightmarish inning reduced to only one run, and the Wild Things up next with Tricky Henderson.
Yeah, rough start, but only one run. So, you know, obviously it's only the first inning and not a mountain that they can't climb, the Wild Things.
Certainly not, certainly not. And that one is hit up the middle for a leadoff single. So the Wild Things put a runner on base here in the bottom of the first.
The exact same start, too. Hit right up the middle.
Yeah, we'll see if he tries to steal a bag here. The only thing you worry about with Kirk is whether that erroneous throw haunts him. If he can put that in the back of his mind and pitch a gem for the rest of this one, I think Wild Things have a real chance.
Yeah, if he can stay mentally strong, then yeah, Wild Things ain't got no problem.
That is the job of a starter. And The job of a starter not to walk batters, but walk she does.
No
And
outs.
got first and second. No one away. Ball 2 on Pabs to Bear Hatman. Yeah, still no one away. Quite a threatening push here by the Wild Things. That one's fouled away. 2-2. Full count now on Bear Hatman. Staying alive, fouls it away. Misses outside, another free base issued, and that'll load the bases for
That was a
Skylar
great at bat.
Stevens. Really was. Forced her to make the pitch, and she just couldn't put it across. That one skied into right foul territory, and it's going to be out of reach. 0-1. Three and 1 the count on Stevens, in danger of walking in a run here. And that one is rocketed up the middle. It's a base hit. The run will score. And we've got a tie ball game.
Wild Things in a really good position still. Obviously, nobody out. Bases loaded.
And that one is skied up in the air. The infield fly rule invoked. And that's out number 1. Base is still loaded, however. Still a very dangerous situation as the right fielder, Deacon Nickens, steps in.
That matchup
Hammered
favors the batter.
high to left. It could go. It will. A grand slam for Deacon Nickens. What a blast that was.
I was just going to say the lefty-righty matchup favored the batter there.
I heard you starting that, yes. And true it was. And we've got another lefty coming up now in Darryl Strawberry. Wow, what a blast by the Nickens.
Bottom of the first inning, Wild Things up by 4.
If you wanted action, you came to the right place. We're not even through a full inning. Already 6 runs on the scoreboard. Big Deacon seeing to that as that one is rocketed up the middle. Another base hit.
Ooh, Atlanta's going to have a pitching problem here soon if they're not careful.
It's ironic, too, because looking at the lineup sheet, Atlanta is maxed out in both of their rotation and their bullpen bars. I mean, you don't get a much better pitching staff than they have.
You're not kidding?
As Ion Snowball at the plate now. Takes a quick 3 balls, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. T. Spiller getting into some trouble here in the first frame.
Going through the full lineup in the first.
Indeed, as the LA hurler Alejandro Kirk up to the plate. And we were just talking about whether he can put that air in the back of his mind. I think he'll have no problem ignoring that now. He's probably forgotten all about it.
Decent
Excellent bunt. Prevents the double play, and they only get 1. So 2 runners in scoring position, 2 away as the lineup rolls over to Tricky Henderson, who singled to lead this inning off. Quick 0-2 on Henderson. And 0-3 as he watches strike 3 go by. So the first frame comes to an end, 5-1 Los Angeles. Wow, what a slugfest already.
Wild Things take full advantage in that inning, too. They did everything right.
Thomas Noble blasts this one to left. It is gone! The quick answer from Atlanta. Hitting the ball like he's freaking Tommy Noble. No
It's a ball
way.
game.
Get real. 5-2 LA. The lead narrowed to 3 runs. As Dick's on your Mutta up next. That one popped high and foul, 0-1.
Mutta's a big boy.
0-2. He sure is. He swings a big bat, but he'll come up with nothing but air. It's a swinging K recorded for Alejandro Kirk. And it's 1 away for Benji Carlson. Hit hard on the right side, and it's off the glove of the first baseman. That'll go as a single. Would have been a great play, but he couldn't hang on to it. And the batter will be pitching T. Spiller, who had a rough outing in those last 3 outs.
There's no question. No pressure on this at bat, though.
True, we got a runner on first, just looking to advance that runner.
She almost got hit.
Yeah, and she almost offered. Full count here on Spiller. And that one is popped straight up. Snowball, the catcher, makes the play, rifles it back to first, but not in time. It's a 2 away, runner on first for Benny Rodriguez.
That was a good at bat from the pitcher, giving him some reps.
Absolutely, and she burned off some pitches on Kirk's pitch count, but it's all for naught. The Rippers get one, though, on that initial blast, and it's 5-2 as we head into the bottom of the second. Dick Slap Tallywhack will lead off. And you look, 37 pitches for Spiller in that first inning. It's safe to say we're not going to be seeing much more of her. I don't think she's going to finish this one, huh?
No, there's no question she won't finish the game, but there's a chance she could get back into it. There's no doubt.
Atlanta's certainly hoping she can eat up some more innings before they have to go to the bullpen. But Tallywhack making her throw some pitches here. And a full count. Hit hard up the middle, and that crazy long at bat crescendos in a base hit. So that's a leadoff single there, and Pabst Bear Hatman, who walked his first time up, will come up next.
Yeah, she's already given up 5 hits and only recorded 3 outs.
She seems to struggle with the lefty matchup, and Bear Hatman, of course, representing that. And this one's up the middle, another base hit. So 2 straight singles here in the bottom of the second for the Wild Things, who looking very strong at the plate tonight.
Yeah, they're making these at-bats look easy.
Skylar Stevens 1 for 1 so far with an RBI single. He got the scoring started there in the first. It feels like a long time ago, but it really wasn't.
They're being very patient at the plate, too, taking a lot of pitches.
They are, and it's paying off, and this one not quite in time for the double play. So the runner advances to third. We got runners on the corners, 1 away for Devin Anthony. Made the first out the last inning. This one's over the shortstop. It's a base hit. Run comes home, 6-2 LA.
And only 1 out.
Indeed, and the dangerous man himself, Deacon Nickens, who grand slammed his first time at the plate, has a chance to do some more damage now with 2 on.
Ahead in the count.
That one fouled away. Still 2-2. Spiller about to throw a 60th pitch.
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
Was a good pitch. He spoiled it. And hits that one over the shortstop's head. You feel like she could have had it if she jumped. Nevertheless, the run will come around. Runner retreats to second base. It's 7-2. Wild Things.
She's just not getting any breaks.
She's really not, and she's all rattled about it. I don't know if she's going to be able to turn this one around. It might be hook time pretty soon. And Dale Strawberry is going to be hoping to make it just that. That one on the ground to east and west at first. The second throws back to first, and it's a quick double play to get her out of it. And of course, as soon as I say that, she shows some promise. The defense behind her backing her up. And maybe a fighting chance still, as Parker Thomas will lead off for Atlanta. They need a big answer here, and they get it with Thomas. Shot over the second baseman's head. That's going to go for at least 2 bases, and 2 bases it will be. A leadoff double for Parker Thomas.
My goodness, the offense in this game.
You don't want to be a pitcher here tonight, I'll tell you that much.
You're not kidding.
Lilium Rosario, hoping to keep the rally going. That one hit very well to left field, and there is no doubt that one is gone. A 2-run shot for Rosario and Atlanta, and they'll shrink the lead to 3.
Atlanta just keep coming back. There's every time LA you think they're going to run away with a game, Atlanta fight right back.
It really is that back and forth kind of action. And, you know, we've seen pitchers duels, but this is quite the opposite here today.
Kirk has a pitch count advantage, but he still hasn't recorded any outs this inning, so I guess anything could happen.
Anything could indeed happen, as that one is fouled straight up. It's going to stay in play for Snowball, and that's the first out. Skylar Kingsley up next. And it's not the walk that's killing them. These batters are just putting the bat on the baseball. That one popped
Yeah, the
back.
pitching
A full
hasn't
count.
necessarily been bad. It's just, you're right, the batting's just been exceptional.
Yeah, exactly. And that one is a routine play for Henderson in center for out number 2. Thomas Noble with the big bat last time. He had a home run his first time up.
You know, I say that, but at the same time, there's both of these pitchers, the starting pitchers, have fallen behind in the count several times, including that last at bat. Not this one, but the last one. He went 3-0 and then fought his way back.
That is a good point. You think maybe if the pitchers would just be a little more aggressive out of the gate, maybe they could get ahead. That one is routinely caught for out number 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd, and we got a 3-run game for you. T. Spiller's night is over, and Weston East will take over on the mound. A lefty, and he will face another lefty, and Ian Snowball.
This is going to be their long reliever, it looks like.
And that one taken for strike 3. You got to think that they want to get some bulk out of this guy. They need someone to eat up innings, and when your starter doesn't, the bullpen's got to come back as the pitcher there lost that one into right field for out number 2 on the first pitch.
Decent contact, though, for the pitcher.
Not bad, but you like to see the pitcher maybe gobble a few more pitches.
Oh, good fielding.
Another first pitch swing right back to the mound and fielded cleanly. And that is out number 3. So the first 0 on the board. And Dixon Yamada up next to start it off for Atlanta. Kirk has just thrown pitch number 50. And it's 2-2 on Dixon Yamada. Full count now.
He is really happy with that fastball.
He does, and
yeah, he threw 6 fastballs at that.
Benji Carlson, the next batter, singled his first time. That one skied into foul territory on the left side, but it should be no problem for Stewart, who records the first out. And that brings up the pitcher Weston East, and they're going to let him swing because he just has begun to throw. (2-0) on the pitcher. A bunt right back to the mound. Kirk will take the easy play at first for out number 2. Runner advances to second into scoring position for the leadoff hitting Benny Rodriguez.
Yep, productive out.
And that one grounded to Tallywhack at second. That'll end the top of the 4th inning. So still 7-4 LA as we head to the bottom. Dick Slap Tallywhack starting it off here for LA. And maybe these offenses have settled down a bit. Or maybe the pitchers have settled in, rather. As that one grounded out for out number 1 to second base. Pabst Bear Hatman up next. He's got a single and a walk.
Yeah, Weston East already looks much, much better.
You know, they say about pitchers, you either have it or you don't. And here's a guy who looks like he has it so far, as that is a called strike 3 for out number 2.
That's 2 for East.
And East making short work of a lineup that a couple innings ago looked invincible. And just as I say that, up the middle for a base hit. Spoils the clean inning for East. And Devin Anthony follows it up. This one rocketed hard to left field, a no-doubter. It's gone. A 2-run shot. Boy, that was gone right off the bat.
That was hit very far, 447 feet.
That was one where as soon as he hit it, the sound and the angle and the speed, it was just, anyone could have told you that ball was going to be out of the park. It would have been out of the park anywhere. Even in Shaka Sports Turf, I'm pretty sure that one hits the bleachers.
I don't think there's any doubt.
I think I might be guilty of the of the announcer's jinx.
I think we both are.
As that one is taken for strike 3. We're through 4. It is 9-4. LA over Atlanta. Parker Thomas getting it started for Atlanta here. He faces Kirk, still on the mound for LA.
Top of the lineup, too, for Atlanta. They need some production.
We'll see if they can continue to answer as they have every other inning. But, I say they answer, but they haven't quite been answering enough. It feels like they one step forward, 2 steps back. It's Lilian Rosario. Follow up Kirk with the strikeout there, maybe showing some length. As this one is driven deep to left, and it's gone.
How many home runs have we had in this game?
This
5?
is a home run derby so far. It is 9-5 now as that run crosses the plate. Atlanta answering, but they're going to have to keep doing it to come back in this one as Easton West, the cleanup hitting first baseman, walks up to the plate for Atlanta.
Yeah, I've already lost count of how many home runs in this game. It's at least 4, though.
I got to be honest with you. I have 2, but I'm going to say I think it's 6. Honestly, I think it is. It's either 5 or 6. As that one is grounded out. Kyler Kingsley up next. And that one is not going to have the distance. It will die in left field. And Strawberry puts it away. So we're halfway through. It is 9-5, Los Angeles. Atlanta making noise, trying to rally and come back, but still behind here in this one. West and East hoping to keep it right where it is.
Yeah, the pitching for Atlanta has to improve if they even want a chance of winning this game.
Indeed it does. That one is dribbled right in front of home plate. An easy play for out number 1. I am Snowball up next. The catcher for LA. I feel like I've said his name 3 different times over the course of this game.
I think you have, but it's okay. It's a fun name to say. Snowball.
It really is. Like the cat from The Simpsons, and he's going to do about as well as the cat from The Simpsons as he fouls out there for out number 2. Alejandro Kirk up next. Loki Piddlestick up next as he replaces Alejandro Kirk. It looks like the pitcher's night has come to an end.
That was about the right timing.
I would have to agree with that. He's thrown about 70 pitches. He's given up 5 earned runs. I'd say it's time to go to the pen, especially when Atlanta's already done so for a couple innings. And that one is
LA
a walk issued there to the pinch hitter, and that puts a runner on with 2 away for Tricky Henderson. One and 1 the count now on the center fielder. Fouls that one away, makes it 1-2. 2-2 the count. Not much speed on first. You don't really have to worry about a run here.
Good batting.
What a single there. Kingsley, though, with the effort, almost gobbled it up before it hit the grass. Not in time, though. First and second, 2 away for Dick Slap Tallywhack.
That's such a tough pitch to hit, too. He was pitching fastballs high and then dropped a fork into the strike zone, and he was able to connect.
Sometimes the fork gets a little bit too much of the zone. It can be a meatball. As that one is hit into right field, the runner will try to advance, but the throw home in time. He bobbles it. The run scores. It's 10-5 LA.
Boy, everything going right for the Wild Things.
That one, I think, is on the catcher. They had him dead to rights. Pabst Bear Hatman up next, hoping to keep the rally going. Quick 3-0 on Bear Hatman. In grave danger of walking the bases loaded, and he will. So bases jacked for the 2-for-3 third baseman Skylar Stevens.
All of this has happened with 2 outs.
That is a really good point. It sure has, because we were just talking about how this was going to be a clean inning. And that one is shot high into center field, but it's not going to have the distance that it needs, and that's out number 3. They will strand the bases loaded, and the new pitcher Dexter Jackson will start it off for LA here in the top of the 6th.
10 runs on 12 hits. I mean, you can't ask for better production out of LA.
They're just hitting machines so far in this game, and Atlanta doing their thing at the plate too, but it just doesn't compare so far. Let's see if they can change that. As it's 2-2 here on Tommy Noble. That one is rocketed into the seats for foul ball. Misses high, a full count on Noble.
Goes back to the slider.
And he just might have swung at ball 4 there. That one up the middle, and it's going to get through off the glove of the diving second baseman. A great effort nonetheless, but that's a base hit. So a leadoff single there for Noble, and that will bring up Dixon Yomutta. 0 for 1 with a walk.
Lefty on lefty. This should actually favor the pitcher for once.
Haven't seen a lot of pitcher favor today, but they can use every ounce they can get. 1-1 the count on Yomutta. 2-2 now. A big swing and a miss for a swinging strike 3. And we haven't seen one of those in a while. Benji Carlson up next with 1 away, runner on first. That one is blooped over the second baseman. It will go for a single. The runner rounding second will make it to third easily without a throw, and runners on the corners now. Atlanta threatening Weston East, the pitcher, at the plate, and they're going to let him swing away in this big spot. And he
the squeeze.
He won't, but he will. And the squeeze is in vain as the runner caught on his way to home plate, and that is a costly out number 2 for Atlanta.
I don't disagree with that play though from Atlanta. It's the right time. Be aggressive. You're down 5. You're down 5 runs. Excuse me. You got to get something.
It's true. And it wasn't a bad bunt. It just could have been a little closer to one of the foul lines. Really, either would do. And that one is popped. Should be a no doubt out, and it is. So Tallywhack brings it in for out number 3. We've played 5.5. It's 10-5 Los Angeles here at Red Rock Park. Devin Anthony, the batter now for LA. 2 for 3 with a homer, a single, and 3 RBIs. He's having a night, and he just added another hit there. So that one is a hard grounder up the middle for a single there. And Deacon Nickens at the plate now. He's got 5 RBIs.
Yep, a grand slam and a single. Lord have mercy.
Looking to add on to that absolute destruction here. But only if he gets a good one to swing at. 2-1.
You'd think he'd be locked in.
Well, if he wasn't, he will be now. That's another base hit for Deacon Nickens, continuing to do damage
3
here
for
in the
4.
bottom of the 6th. Darryl Strawberry, the batter now. And that'll do it for Weston East. A short night for the long-form reliever, and Phil Ick will take over. That one is rocketed through the left side, a hard base hit. So the base is now jacked with no one away in the bottom of the 6th for I Am Snowball. 0 for 2 with a walk. That one is hit very high into right field. Is it deep enough to score the run? Thomas, not a terrible arm, throws home, and he gets him! A great outfield assist for the double play. Catcher held on to it that time and made the tag.
Atlanta's
play by Atlanta. Stepping up when they needed to.
Brilliant.
That one hit very well to right field. It's back to the wall. It is gone! A 3-run shot for the Los Angeles Wild Things, and they will pile on to their already very, very strong lead, and it is 13-5.
Yeah, as soon as you see that outfield assist from the right fielder, you think, oh, Atlanta's got this, got a chance all of a sudden. And then next batter, Wild Things blow it open.
LA seems
lead now. Excuse me, 8.
To just blow up every feeling of hope that Atlanta starts to feel at any given point. As that is a walk issued there to Henderson, and Dick Slap Tallywhack up next. Still 2 away. That's another thing you were saying earlier. All the damage done with 2 outs, and we're seeing it right here again.
Yeah, same thing.
That one hit very well to center field. I don't know if it's gonna go. It's not quite gonna go as Benny Rodriguez brings it in, but dangerously close to the fence. And that's a sight we're all very familiar with as this game continues into the top of the 7th. 13-5, Wild Things. Almost looking like a football score. Would be quite a weird football score if it were, as that one is hit up the middle, a leadoff single. What would that be? A field goal and a safety for Atlanta, and
right.
Well, and then a touchdown, extra point, 2 field goals for LA. That's not too weird.
Yeah, the 5 would be odd.
Yeah. 0-1 on Lilian Rosario, who has a pair of dingers in this game so far. And 3-1 the count on her. He's afraid to pitch to her, but can you blame him? As a walk issued there, first and second. East and West will come up to the plate. He's not done any damage tonight at the plate. One of the few batters in this game who would say that. And
no outs, 2 base runners.
Atlanta's got the pieces to do something big here. Let's see if they can put it all together.
Jackson had a good inning last inning in the top of the 6th. But
a 4-pitch walk there. You got to think maybe it's time for the hook here. He did. He looked strong last inning, but looking just about out of gas.
Boy.
As Kyler Kingsley at the plate, bases loaded, no one out. Right to Devin Anthony at first to Bear Hatman back to first. It's a double play. A run will score, not counted as an RBI if I'm not mistaken because of the double play. 2 away quickly here in the top of the 7th.
Noble's got a home run today too.
He does, a very dangerous bat. See if he can bring the run in from 90 feet away, but he cannot as Anthony gobbles it up, runs it over to first. So Atlanta gets 1, but still down 7. And it's time to stretch here at Red Rock Park. Pabst Bear Hatman will start it off for LA, looking to do even more damage here tonight and break this game open more than it already is. Now we got ourselves a football score.
Oh, yeah.
That one fouled away, 2-2. Still 2-2. Bear Hatman, a tough customer at the plate.
Ooh,
but he looks at that one. What a pitch by Phil Ick. The breaking ball gets him. Or was that just a changeup?
I think it was a changeup, yeah.
Wow. Just deadly for out number 1. That one is grounded to Yomota at second base, who fields it routinely for out number 2. And Devin Anthony up next, having a real heck of a night. 3 for 4 with a homer, 2 singles, and 3 RBIs. He's locked in. But quickly behind 0-2 here.
Phillick didn't have the best bottom of the 6th, but he's already got 2 outs here and no base runners so far.
Showing promise as he puts up what should be a clean 7th, and he will. So we played 7. It is 13-6 Los Angeles over Atlanta. Dixon Yomota.
Big safeties.
Started off, and now Wally Herman will take over on the mound for LA. Looks like Dexter's night is over. That one fouled away, 0-2. Herman, he's got some heat. Not showing it off yet. 2-2.
Yeah, he's favoring the curveball.
And he misses. It's going to come back to hurt him as a walk to Yomota. And Benji Carlson up next. No one away, runner on first.
Benji Carlson with the brilliant mustache.
Dribble back to the mound, could be 2, and it will be. A quick
Good
turn
fielding
by LA. Really great. That is a 1-6-3? And Alan Grant will pinch hit for Phil Ick. So his night comes to an end here in the top of the 8th. 2 away, no one on. And
Wally Herman.
1-2. Wally Herman shutting it
also
down
a heat
here.
pitcher.
That one on the ground to Anthony makes quick work of it for out number 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th here. Crosler McCoy will be the reliever for Atlanta. He faces a tough lineup. Deacon, Nick, and Strawberry, and I didn't get time to catch the 3rd.
I was just looking at the box score there. It was there's only 5 half innings with 0. Everything else has had at least a run.
A night of fireworks indeed, and a rare swinging strikeout for Deacon Nickens there for out number 1. McCoy showing promise here, but a little late for anything more than just keeping a lid on it. It's really the Atlanta offense that needs to start waking up. That one hits into center field. Benny Rodriguez under it for out number 2.
Despite that fly ball, he's had a decent night. 2 for 5 with 2 singles.
Indeed. I am Snowball, one of the rare cold spots on the LA lineup sheet tonight. 0 for 3 with just a walk. 3-1 here. And full count. That one grounded up the middle. Yomada all over it for out number 3. We've played 8. We're headed to the final.
McCoy.
Indeed, McCoy shutting it down for Atlanta, who now hopes to rally back. We're headed to the top of the 9th. Benny Rodriguez. Atlanta needs 7 runs here to make it a ball game, and a base hit to lead it off for Rodriguez.
That's the start that they need.
Parker Thomas, the next hitter. Wally Herman still on the mound for LA. It looks like they trust him to close this one out. And why shouldn't they? It's a 7-run deficit. That one grounded softly to Tallywhack. Could be 2. Not quite in time. They do get the out at second. So 1 away. They need 2 more to put it in the books. Very dangerous Lilian Rosario at the plate now. She's walked twice and homered twice. They just can't get her out. Quickly 0-2. Looks like they're going to try and do just that here. But nope, up the middle, another base hit for Rosario, who is now 3 for 3 with a pair of walks as well. And she is just deadly.
Another good piece of hitting. There was the pitch started fastball, screwball, and it was both high, and then they dropped a curveball. Still got a contact. Good hitting.
Always love an 0-2 hit. That one is lofted, an easy play in the air for Tallywhack at second. Out number 2, and so Atlanta is down to their final out, and it will be Kyler Kingsley at the plate. As that one gets away, free bases issued to both of the runners. We got second and third, 2 away for Kingsley, who's 0-4 tonight. 0-4-4, rather. And 2-1 the count on Kingsley. That one rocketed through the left side. It's going to be an RBI single. Atlanta showing signs of life here. Perhaps a rally in their bones. I guess we'll see. Tommy Noble, the batter next. Runners on the corners, 2 away.
Herman having a good relief outing despite that earned run.
He's throwing strikes. He's keeping the ball in the ballpark. I'd say that's more than you could ask. And that will be it, as that one is grounded to first base. That's the game. Wild Things win. Your final is 13-7. Los Angeles over Atlanta. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with maybe another slugfest. That was quite entertaining.
Yeah, it was just offense in that one.
It sure was.
Count the home runs. 3 + 3. That's 6.
6 homers. Boy. Well, if you want long balls, look no further. The BHB has got you covered. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back very shortly with the next Major League game in tonight's in tonight's lineup.
Well, it looks like we got us a baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Las Vegas Jokers will take on the International Man Meats.
Yes, indeed, Basher. Thank you for the lead in there as we show you the beautiful El Viejo Stadium. The Jokers will start this one off at the plate. They've been very dangerous so far in the league, but the Man Meats showing some promise as well this year. Aaron Kozak on the mound faces Tom Krieg. Oh, boy, right back at him. No chance to react. It's a base hit, but more importantly, oh boy, the killing for Krieg. And Kozak
man.
They're going to let him stay out there. He's going to pitch through it.
Oh, I can't believe it.
What a trooper. He will face Dick Francis up next. The runner
He was hit
first.
in the chest.
That one conveniently hit right at Bradley. It's going to be a quick double play, and boy, did that hit and run ever backfire.
Pretty bad luck for Vegas there.
You do everything right, and you just get you get it all messed up. Oh boy, Mike Twinscrew up next. Quick 2 outs there, as Aaron Kozak gets just what he needs.
Ooh, good
that
contact.
One hit very well to right center field. It's back to the wall, and it's just out of here. A so-low shot to start it off for Vegas. And I bet now they're hoping, they're wishing rather, that they didn't try for that hit and run. That would have been a 2-run shot, but a solo shot nonetheless. Vegas strikes first 1-0, and Gunny McGuire, the batter next.
Kozak got hit so hard.
I can't believe he got up from that. That was, whew. I really felt for him, even all the way up here in the booth. You could hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of hearing it, that one sounded really good, but it doesn't look quite as good. Got a little under it, and it's caught for out number 3. So, Vegas up 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. International Man Meats looking to rally back. Looks like the home run parade will continue here. That one not quite going to have the distance as it's popped behind the plate. Mr. Hugo bags it for out number 1. And Nicholas Orinoco, the batter next, facing AJ Stryker, the lefty on the mound for Vegas. Dribbled up the middle. She can't hang on to it, but recovers nicely and makes the play over to first for out number 2. And Dan Gleasack, the left fielder, up next. No one on, 2 away. That one lofted high into left field. Should be a no-brainer. Doug Britton puts it away for out number 3. We've played 1, and it is 1-0 here. Las Vegas Jokers over the International Man Meats.
Stryker 1-2-3's the side there.
A nice clean inning, keeping the Man Meats down.
We're not used to clean innings.
Yeah, what's a clean inning? That one is hit hard into left field. It will find the grass, roll to the wall, but Gleasack runs it down in time to keep it at just a single.
He took a really good angle there.
He really did. That's an experienced outfielder right there, cutting that off, playing the carom off the wall. That one hit high into the air, a pop-up to first base. Runner will stay right where he is, 1 away. Doug Britton, the left fielder at the plate now, his first at bat of the game. Aaron Kozak
still going, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting cozy out there. I don't know, maybe he's in shock or what, but doesn't seem to be bothering him. He elicits another ground ball for out number 2. Runner advances into scoring position for Mr. Hugo with 2 away. And 2 away is when Vegas did their damage last inning. We'll see if that trend continues, and it will not. Grounded softly to Bradley at second, out number 3. We're headed to the bottom of the second.
Aaron Kozak, 2 innings pitched.
You really got to hand it to him. He's got some kind of fighting spirit to get up and then come back even stronger. I mean, he's looking good. Keeping the Man Meats in this game. Howie Feltersnatch at the plate now. He's got the RBI man trait, but no one home. So that will not proc here. 1-2 the count. And a big swing and a miss for strike 3.
That's a good pitch.
That was a beautiful breaking pitch. AJ Stryker recording the swinging strikeout. Soren Phillips up next. Stryker is looking great. You said it last inning. A nice clean 1-2-3 and looking good so far here in the second. Soft grounder over to Perkins. That's out number 2. And Donnie Danks, the third baseman, up next. Two and 0 the count on Danks. 2-1. Oh, just breaks in there. 2-2. Locked him up on the fastball down the middle. He just froze.
Wow.
Looking strikeout. Backwards K, out number 3. It is 1-0 heading into the top of the third. AJ Stryker, the pitcher, up to the plate. Be a madman to take her out here with the command she's showing out there on the mound.
What if Kozak threw at her?
Well, I just hope she doesn't hit one right back at him and hammer him again. Right back at him, check, but thankfully slow enough that he's able to react this time, and he makes out number 1. Tom Krieg, the hitman, comes back to the plate. You got to think Kozak's going to be a little gun-shy here, and he's showing it 2-0. Back to him again, but that one at least doesn't injure him, but it is off the glove, and that will be an infield hit for Krieg, who's 2 for 2 on the day.
Kozak's going to have PTSD after this game.
He just might already. I think how he's dealing with it mentally, he's just going to start thinking about it after this. Doubled up on the liner to first.
Yeah, that was
a quick top of the third.
Good luck for the Meats there.
Absolutely, but still looking for any luck at the plate, as they've got straight zeros on the board so far. Reed Johnson, the center fielder, looking to change that here. And that one's hit hard, but right at McRoyds at shortstop for out number 1. Kendrick Bradley, the second baseman, up next. Boy, Stryker is just painting the corners with those breaking pitches.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was just going to say
hard to hit something like that.
The command on her curveball has been just exceptional.
2-0 so far as the second out is recorded. And Aaron Kozak, the batter, and the manager's seen enough. He's putting Long Wang in to hit for him. Kozak might be breathing a quiet sigh of relief. And does not really put the bat across the plate as he watches strike 3 go by. Another gem of a breaking pitch from AJ Stryker, who has put up 3 strong innings as we head into the 4th, still 1-0. And Mike Twinscrew will lead it off for Vegas. The new pitcher Tyler West on the mound for International. He's got a somewhat dangerous fastball, but he's sticking to the junk here. 1-2 on Twinscrew. That one is grounded to Storm Phillips, who walks it over to the bag for out number 1.
Has a good inside fastball there.
Locked him up. I believe Twinscrew was the guy who's done the scoreboard damage so far. So they're happy to put him away here, and they get the second out, it looks like. Yes, on the long pop-up to Orinoco. The shortstop who fields it, and shortstop Roy McRoyds up next. That one back to the mound, can't handle it, but he cleans up after himself for out number 3. An uneventful top of the 4th, and we're headed to the bottom. The top of the International lineup coming up.
Joker's lineup is out for blood. They are hitting
everyone
a lot
right
of comebacks.
Back to the mound. Yeah, some a little harder than others, but yeah, it's almost like they're honing their craft. And that one is a soft grounder to first. Twinscrew all over it, 1 away. If there's anyone who could benefit from a hard comebacker right now, not that you'd wish this on anyone, it would be the Man Meats, because they need to figure out how to deal with AJ Stryker. It would be,
she has been on fire so far.
It would be nothing short of a boon for them if they could find a way to get her out of the game. No luck so far. 2 quick outs, and Dan Gleasack up next.
11 straight outs for Stryker.
That one almost through the infield. Spud Perkins lays out, gets dirty, and records out number 3 to preserve the 1-2-3 inning for his pitcher. We're headed to the top of the 5th. Still 1-0. Vegas.
My goodness, what a play.
The man of the hour on defense, Spud Perkins, was started off on offense. That was a beautiful play. Surprised his jersey is not a little dirtier after that. He got full extension there. And that one's up the middle for a base hit.
inside fastball betrayed him that time.
And what about the wheels on Perkins, making it to second on what appeared to just be a single? So a leadoff double there. Doug Britton up next with a runner in scoring position and no one away. You know, we saw a lot of patience from the batters in the first game, and aside from this at bat, not a whole lot in this game.
Yeah, you're right.
Good that one misses for ball 4, misses the catcher's glove, and the runner advancing from second on the passed ball. So we've got runners on the corners now, no one away for Mr. Hugo, the catcher for Vegas. Misses high with that one. Now, if he walks Hugo here, that will be the pitcher's batting spot. That one gets away, and the run will score. Another pass ball there, and it's 2-0 Jokers. I was just about to suggest that maybe they walk Hugo, but that will no longer be necessary.
For sure, that first one was a pass ball, but I'm willing to bet that that second one was a wild pitch. And
still awaiting the
official
ruling on that, but that was a tough one to catch. I agree with you there. That you put him in a tough spot there. As that one is swung on a miss for strike 3. AJ Stryker, the pitcher, up next, and they're going to let her bat, whether she bunts or swings away. Looks like
you got to keep her in. Too early and she's too strong.
No, you would. I don't know how much longer you'd have a manager job if you.
I know.
A hook here. That one just barely stays fair, but it's going to be a problem as the runner in a pickle. Orinoco runs him down. Out number 2 recorded. Not what they were looking for with that one.
That was good eyeballs from the catcher there.
Yeah, great defensive play there. And Tom Krieg up next. He's got 2 infield singles. One of them very, very dangerous. That one hit hard up the middle. It's another single for Krieg.
Perkins is going 3.
He is, and well, no, that's Stryker, actually.
I'm sorry.
She will make it. Perkins already scored on that. Well, pass ball, wild pitch.
I think I just heard you say Perkins. I think I just screwed that up, yeah.
So Stryker on third, Krieg on first, and it's Dick Francis at the plate. 0 for 2 so far, 0-2 the count.
Oh, good pitch.
Strikes him out looking on a great, what was that, a cut fastball? Something like that. And we're halfway through, 2-0 Vegas as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Howie Feltersnatch starting it off for the Man-Meats. He, of course, is the catcher, and he's got a lot on his mind right now after that inning. And it shows as he flies out in foul territory in left field. One away quickly. Storm Phillips, the next batter. You see what I mean? A lot of first pitch swings tonight from both sides.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Sometimes it's paid off.
Totally different attitude in this game.
Yeah, that one has popped up. Stryker will take it herself on the mound. 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the 5th. Donnie Danks, the batter next. And I would say what they'd done their previous at-bats, but if they're on the Man-Meats, you can be sure they didn't do anything. Still no hits from the Man-Meats. And that immediately needs to be corrected as Danks puts it into the left field grass for the first international base hit of the game. So runner on first, Reed Johnson at the plate. 2 away.
Well, despite the ruining of a perfect game, Stryker still looks just absolutely dominating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just if you're her manager, I think you got no worries at this point in the game, even with the runner on first. And a full count, runner will go. That one is hit softly to second base. Perkins gobbles it up in the air for out number 3. Crisis averted, not that it was much of one to begin with. And it's still 2-0 heading to the top of the 6th. That's Mike Twinscrew. He's got a homer, and he got out the second time. 1 for 2 so far in this one. Tyler West, 38 pitches, showing some signs of wear.
For sure that, going back to Feltersnatch's pass ball, for sure that was a pass ball because that was
this one hit hard to right field. It will go. And Twinscrew's got his second dinger of the night. That one over the right field fence at 370. He is a force to be reckoned with. I am.
My goodness.
It's
Power in
3-0
that
there,
bat.
Vegas. Sorry to interrupt you though,
That's
Bash.
fine. No. That was the right time to interrupt on a blast.
Twin screw, yeah.
All I was saying was before that at bat, he hadn't recorded an earned run, so it was for sure a pass ball.
Ah, yes. But I think the second one wild pitch, so the blame shared on both sides there.
For sure.
That one fouled away. Roy McRoyd's the batter now. Rifles it hard to first, but Storm Phillips is there, out number 2. And that'll bring up Spud Perkins. 2 away with no one home. Theodore Crunkleton, the new reliever for the Man-Meats. I don't think I mentioned that yet. And doing a good job keeping a lid on things so far. The home run aside.
He's mixing up the speeds. Good
and
pitching.
a clean inning, except for the blast from Twin Screw, second of the night. So it's 3-0 Vegas as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Striker's still on the mound for Vegas, and why wouldn't she be? Only giving up 1 run in her 5 innings pitched so far. 1 hit rather.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is popped up to shortstop for another out. 16 outs recorded. Not a single run, only 1 hit for AJ Striker, who's putting on an absolute clinic. The pitcher Theodore Crunkleton will bat, and you got to think they're just letting him swing because they've been through their share of pitchers tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably just his arm's still fresh.
Still at least 9 outs to get. And swing and a miss for out number 2. And Russ Perry, the leadoff batter, will come back up as the lineup rolls over. He's 0 for 2 so far, still looking for any luck at the dish. Two and 1 the count now.
My goodness.
And a low strike. That one was right on the bottom half of the strike zone, and he takes it for strike 3. Out number 3. We're headed to the 7th. Still
you got to swing the bat.
Lead.
That wasn't even that fast. It was an 85-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, that definitely is one that you're going to want to take the bat off your shoulder for. Crunkleton still on the mound for the Man-Meats, and he faces Doug Britton here. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The first one put away. And Mr. Hugo, the catcher, up next. Oh, and 2 now.
Oh,
what a pitch!
Beautiful breaking ball.
Pitch!
Yeah.
Wow. Even with Striker's performance tonight, I think that's one of the best pitches we've seen in this ballgame.
It's hard to disagree.
But Striker looking good at the plate and on the mound as she pokes that one over the third baseman's head for a base hit.
Is there nothing she can't do?
I just, normally you have a hole in the lineup where your pitcher goes, but she is producing on both sides of the plate.
This is her second time on base, too.
You gotta love to see that as a Jokers fan. And Tom Krieg, speaking of someone who's producing, 3 for 3 tonight with 3 singles and he didn't quite kill the pitcher, but he certainly knocked him down and rung his bell a little bit.
Boy, sure looked like he was killed, but yeah, tough guy.
Takes strike 3 there, his first failure at the plate tonight. Time to stretch here at El Estadio Viejo. And it's a 3-run game. Nicholas Orinoco, the shortstop, up next. Well, starting it off, rather, for International. He faces the on-fire AJ Striker, who has been nothing short of incredible tonight. And this one is hit very well to right field. Could it go?
Oh, my goodness!
Krieg gets up and makes the robbery. Wow! Hell-bent to defend AJ Striker's shutout. What a play by Krieg!
Oh my gosh. defensive play of the year already.
Maybe
week 2.
so far. Breaking the hearts of Man Meets fans everywhere, as this one is hit very well to left, but not quite going to go. Britton reels it in on the track. Route number 2. Boy, Tom Krieg, an MVP level game tonight so far. As Howie Felcher snatched the batter, popped up behind the plate, should be an easy out number 3, and it is. We're headed to the 8th inning.
That was his first touch of the ball game too. I mean,
was it really?
Yeah, I mean, the Man Meets hadn't even been on base. I mean, they've been on base once, and that's it. So it's like the defense hadn't really. I mean, I guess
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point. That's true. Wow, what a play that was. Dick Francis at the plate. 1-2 rather. Fouls that one away. Crunkleton still on the mound, looking very strong.
Lord have mercy. I can't get over that play.
that was just mind-blowing. Boy, he jumped at the exact right time, timed it perfectly, executed perfectly, and brought the ball down with him. Really brought it back. I thought when that came off the bat, I thought there's a very, very slight chance that doesn't go. That one is hit well into the gap. It's going to go for 2 bases. A leadoff double here. That was, yeah, what a play by Krieg. And the very dangerous Mike Twin Screw, who's homered twice in 3 at-bats at the plate now. First time with runners on base, I believe, as both his dingers tonight solo shots. That one gets away from Felter's snatch, but not far enough to warrant a stolen base. Runner will stay where he is.
Las Vegas are just playing absolutely brilliant baseball tonight.
Both sides of the field, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Man Meets not playing badly, but those couple pitcher catcher, confusion kind of cost them there. And of course, you're not going to win any games without scoring runs, and they have it so far.
For sure. I mean, that cost them 1 run, and that's a third of the runs.
Yeah, and then, well, boy, they sure could have had a run last inning, but Krieg saw to it that was any chance of that was swiftly removed. Gunny McGuire at the plate now.
Crunkleton having a good outing, though.
He's done a great job keeping it where it is and throwing his 47th pitch right there with a swinging strikeout. Route number 2. He's gone for some balk as well, and coming in really when they needed him.
Yeah, 4 strikeouts on 2 2/3.
This game, it's not out of reach from a score perspective.
Oh, absolutely not.
It feels like it when you see an offense get held down as well as they have. That one over the head of Reed Johnson, and that's going to break it open a little bit more. Boy, I thought he was going to have that. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, he just didn't have the pace.
I didn't give that the vocal gusto that I would have if I thought it would land.
Right. Well, I thought it was going to land too. I thought the center fielder had it.
Oh, so you didn't think it was going to land?
Yeah.
Spud Perkins at the plate. Crunkleton still on the mound. And throwing 55 pitches so far in this one. In relief of course, Kozak, who was just so brutally murdered almost in the first inning. One taken for strike 3. Boy, Crunkleton really coming on strong here.
Yeah, he gives up an earned run, but good outing.
Yeah, and that one, that was bad luck on his part. I think there are some center fielders who might have been able to get to that one.
Yeah.
Even some who might be called trash by some people.
Right. The elite center fielder, perhaps.
That one up the middle. It's a base hit. And Man Meets coming out strong here in the bottom of the 8th, and this is the time. Their only second base hit of the game. Donnie Danks at the plate now. AJ Stryker still on the mound, only thrown 73 pitches so far.
Oh, she wants that complete game, you could tell.
Complete game shutout, no less. 2-2 the count, if she can hold it, that is. And he takes strike 3. Pretty much down the middle, maybe a little on the upper half, but that's when you got to swing the bat at.
Again, yeah, exactly. Yep.
They're swinging at pitches they shouldn't be, and they're not swinging at pitches they should be. And that's the folly of a struggling batting staff, huh?
Her speed's going down. I mean, it's very clear. So it's like if you're going to get some hits, this is your opportunity.
Sure, they got 5 outs left to get 4 runs. And with every out, it gets tougher and tougher to believe that they might have a rally in their bones. Reed Johnson at the plate now.
Oh,
He lines out to second. Oh, the play over to first, just barely not in time.
very close play.
Very close to the twin killing to end the 8th there, but they'll need to get one more. And Kendrick Bradley will be the next batter. 2 outs, runner on first. AJ Stryker looking strong as ever. But you're right, she has lost a little bit of speed, making up for that maybe with the junk. That one right back to the mound, and she's all over it. A stunning defensive play and maybe a show of reflexes there by Stryker, and we're headed to the 9th inning. Still 4-0 Vegas. Crunkleton still on the mound for International. He's, as we said, looked very strong tonight, and he gets the pop out in foul territory there for out number 1, Mr. Hugo, the next batter now. You're right. Not only has Crunkleton looked good, he's also got 5 Ks. So
Right.
for a spell there, looking pretty powerful as well.
And for comparison's sake, I mean, Stryker's got 6. And she's got twice as many innings pitched.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. That one up the middle for a base knock. We got a runner on first base, and the woman herself, AJ Stryker, at the plate, and she's 1 for 3 so far with a single, which wouldn't be that crazy except for the fact that she's a pitcher. Not going to swing this time. A great bunt down the first base line, and she's, oh boy, I thought she might make it there, but not quite. Just got it by a hair. That was a photo finish, out number 2. Crunkleton's
There he
night
goes.
is
Double
over.
switch. Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Good length from Crunkleton, and Chaim Tuvia on the mound now in relief.
This should put a batter in at the top, the bottom half of the 9th.
And that one grounded by Krieg to shortstop, and it's out number 3. So we're into the final frame of regulation. Man meets a rally in their bones? Stick around to find out. Bucky Watkins will start it off. AJ Stryker looking for that complete game shutout, or at the very least, just a complete game. And that one's in there for strike 1.
Curveball tonight.
This one over the middle, but Rick Royds is able to get there in time for out number 1. And they need 2 more. Russ Perry up next.
Stryker's defense has really had her back, too. They've made some pretty good plays.
The dive and catch, the robbery. I mean, you name it, they've done it. That one is hit hard on the ground. Perkins all over it, out number 2, and the man meets down to their final out with the shortstop Nicholas Orinoco. Nothing doing so far at the plate tonight. That one's in there for strike 1. When popped high, it's going to be out of reach for strike 2 as it lands foul on the right side.
Oof.
Inside 1 and 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A complete game shutout for AJ Stryker as the Jokers take this one 4-0. A 2-hit complete game shutout for AJ Stryker, and boy, you just can't say enough about her, can you, Basher?
Right. 7, 8 strikeouts. I guess we'll see in a minute. Something like that, though.
We certainly will. And let's not forget the base hit. And all the stunning defensive plays, the quick comebackers.
Pitcher of the week, no question.
You can't ask for much more than that. And, of course, it doesn't help when the opposing starter is knocked out in, what, the 2nd, 3rd inning?
Yeah, the poor man meets. They had kind of a rough pitching outing. Despite only giving up 4 runs, that's really not that many runs. But
it's not, but you're not going to win not scoring anything. And look, Stryker, 7 strikeouts right there.
Yep.
Boy, looking strong. Crunkleton as well, looking very strong. We'll see who the MVPs are. I think Stryker is a dead ringer for number 1.
I mean, she has to be.
Krieg maybe 2.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll get a lot of credit for that, but
he does not. It's Stryker, Twin Screw, and Crunkleton. I'm glad they threw Crunkleton a bone, though. He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. He really does deserve it. He had a really good outing.
And, of course, Twin Screw with a pair of dingers. Yeah, Krieg, boy.
My goodness. That's pretty special.
Vegas, after last season, hard to believe that they are such a force so far in this season, but they're making sure everyone knows those first few wins, not a fluke, as they continue their rampage. And Anyway, we'll be right back with the next game of the majors. Don't go anywhere. This is Big Head Baseball. Welcome back, everyone, to Big Head Baseball. I'm Tip Tippington here with my partner, Biscuit Basher.
Thanks for having me, Tip.
Of course, we love it. And this one is between the Cleveland Steamers and the Miami Knights. Steamers struggling so far this season, Knights doing quite the opposite, with the very powerful Wk2 on the mound. And he faces Holden Tudix, who leads off. Now, it's been weird seeing the defending champion Steamers struggle like this.
You're not kidding. If I had to have guessed, I would have thought they would have, started like they usually do with winning series.
And their lineup is not that different. I mean, it's not like they lost a bunch of amazing players. It's just I don't know. And that one is over the head of the first baseman, out of play. A free base will be issued. Oof. That's a tough play, but you don't want to give him extra bases. Maybe he just eats that one instead of winging it over there. Try to be a hero.
Runner in scoring position.
That one down the line, and score he just might. Rounding third, heading home. The throw home is not going to be in time. Cleveland plates a run here in the top of the first.
And Chumbawamba gets the second.
Heads up base running by Chumbawamba after the hit right down the chalk. And Puma Longtree up next. Looks like Cleveland is determined to prove us wrong here tonight. That one popped into foul territory. Out number 2, Thermos Monsoon, the big, very dangerous catcher who popped off in the Bartolo series last season.
Boy,
is
did he.
the next batter. He's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now. That one hit hard through the left side. It's a base hit. Owens all over it, throwing home. Will it be in time? It will, and Ricky Rodriguez making the catch, the tag, and the out. So,
we've seen
headed to the bottom of the first.
2 outfield assists today.
Yeah,
that one was great.
It really was. When the ball rolls in there, it kind of dribbles in like that, you always wonder if the catcher's going to be able to handle it with that big bulky mitt. But Rodriguez flashing the leather there. And that one hit hard right at Giancarlo Hammer, who fields it cleanly for out number 1. And Wes Connors will be the batter next. Goomba Morris, by the way, the big right-hander on the mound for Cleveland. And he's dangerous in just about every sense of the word. He's got some heat, he's got some junk, and he'll put it exactly where he wants. That one on the ground to Daddy Davis. Makes it look easy at first base. Out number 2. And Javier Brizzo is up with 2 out and nobody home. Checks the swing, 1-1. Up the middle, it's a base hit, Miami's first of the night. And Brizzo is on with a 2-out single. Miami looking to get something going with 2 outs here. Outlaw Owens, the left fielder. We saw a lot of him, that outfield assist most notably in the top of the first. Let's see if he can produce on the other side of the plate as well. The runner goes. Brizzo is dead to rights at second base. That's out number 3.
Monsoon beat him by a mile.
You don't run on Thermos Monsoon. Have we not learned this? Winner team's going to learn. It doesn't matter how many, steals you have against other catchers. You can't do it on him. And they learned the hard way there for out number 3. Just an absolute cannon behind the plate. Anthony Layton, the large lad, whips it over to first for out number 1. He's the large lad, is he not?
He is. Oof.
Big cut there. 0-2. The high fastball with 2 strikes is just a deadly weapon. And Quan knows how to use it. Specialist trait in effect here with the righty-on-righty matchup. Checks the swing, but the ump says it's good for strike 3.
Not a good at bat.
Quan just making him
swinging at junk and
PBA Valderrama, next batter. That one's in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count on Valderrama. Checks the swing, another backwards K for Quan, who rallies back after that, not terrible first inning, but he did give up an earned run. And still looking very strong out there. Outlaw Owens will get another chance at the plate, as his last at-bat was cut short by that errant steal by Brizzo. Knight's looking to get something going here. Big swing, 2-2. That one just misses low, full count on Owens. Right back to Goomba Morris on the mound, fields cleanly, out number 1. And it's Eagle Mondavi's turn, and it's a scary thing to pitch against this guy.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Wonder if we'll see a repeat of last game. A very early comebacker. That one was, the second batter of the game, though? That was pretty... It doesn't get much earlier than that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it exactly was the second.
Jeez. Yeah, he'd barely gotten his groove out there. Dirt was still fresh. That one is hit hard, but right at 2 dicks for out number 2. And the catcher with the beautiful tag in that first inning, Ricky Rodriguez, his first at bat of the night.
Heard they call him Rick Rod in the clubhouse.
Is that right? Rick Rod. It does roll off the tongue. Oh, boy! Just on the corner for strike number 3, rather. But it is also out number 3, and that's going to send us to inning number 3. Still 1-0 Cleveland here. Let's see if they can add to that. And pitcher Goomba Morris locked in at the plate here, and he's swinging away. Grip it and rip it. 2-1 the count now.
Those are both very close pitches.
3-1, misses high, in grave danger of walking the pitcher, and the count goes full. That one misses low, and a free base issued to the man on the mound as Holden Tudix up next, looking to keep it going here. That one bends in there for strike one. I don't think we got to worry about Morris trying to take a free base here.
Nah, probably not.
Maybe if a ball gets away. Short backstop here at Lafayette corner.
Lafayette,
so,
yeah.
That one's in there for a taken strike three, a backwards K. And that's out number one. Giancarlo Hammer up next. He's 1 for 1 so far with a single.
He is liking his breaking balls. Juan is.
He is, but he's not getting them in there for strikes this at bat. 3-1. Oh, that one broke in, and now it's a full count. Misses high and in, and it bounces away. No extra bags will be taken. It's first and second with one away for the RBI man, Kevin Chumbawamba. And he's a left-handed hitter, so Ricky Kwan's specialist doesn't scare him. 2-1 the count on Chumbawamba. Another guy who did some serious damage in the playoffs and the Bartolo series of season 4. And perhaps Kwan, still remembering that, will issue a walk. So it's bases loaded, one away for Puma Longtree.
Kwan's fallen behind the last 3 or 4 batters. I think 3 out of 4. It's, oh my goodness.
That one gets away, but Lafayette's short backstop will save him. Nobody advances.
Yeah, he needs to.
He's got to button this up here. Yeah. Oh, and that one breaks in there for strike 3 on the check swing. Another backwards K for Kwan, and a very big out number 2. But the very big batter, Thermos Monsoon, up here with the bases juiced and 2 away. Nowhere to put him. He's going to have to pitch to him, and not doing a very good job so far. 2-0. Big cut there, 2-1. Oh, a beautiful breaking pitch, 2-2. Nice. That one fouled away, and we'll have to remain on the edge of our seats for another pitch.
Good.
That one in there for strike 3. The behind the plate umpire perhaps demonstrating a long lost desire to go into musical theater as he does
Monsoon.
The twirl back there.
Oh, caught looking.
Somebody put that to the Nutcracker or something, that little pirouette. Large lad Anthony Layton will lug his bat up to the mound, or rather to the plate, and that one is dribbled to second base. Puma Longtree makes short work of it for out number 1. And
that's
Vinny
good
D
range.
at the plate now.
That other second baseman couldn't have gotten to that.
That was good range, looking like Spider-Man out there, gobbling that ball up. But I don't think we talked enough about Kwan's shutdown that last inning. That could have been so much worse.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, he was really lacking in command, and he got away with it. Got the outs when he needed to get them.
Came back when it counted. Exactly, and against perhaps the most dangerous hitters on the Cleveland staff.
Oh, yeah, it was the top of the order.
And here's the man, his ears are burning, Ricky Kwan. And swings at a good pitch, but doesn't do a whole lot with it. It's a dribbler to first, and that's out number 3. So after 3 frames, it's 1-0 Cleveland over Miami here at Lafayette Corner. And Dick Avery starting it off for Cleveland in the top of the 4th. Takes strike 1, a beautiful breaking pitch by Ricky Kwan. That one skied high. A little too much north and not enough west or east, and it's going to be out number 1. Daddy Davis, the next batter. Kwan's pitch count rising a bit, and probably due in part to what Basher, you said last inning, how he had fallen behind several batters in a row. That is not good for the pitch count.
No. You don't see many right-handed first basemen either.
Interesting point. And Pibe Valderrama up next with 2 away. Kwan, despite the climbing pitch count, showing no signs of wear or tear. That one is skied into right. Looked dangerous off the bat, but it's going to die in the sky. And out number 3 is recorded by Wes Connors. 3.5 on the board, 1-0 Cleveland. we've got ourselves a nice little pitcher's duel here at
It was a
Lafayette.
better inning from Wk2.
It certainly was. He had to have thrown a lot less pitches.
Mm-hmm.
Fewer pitches, rather. He let no one on base. Nice, quiet.
He only fell behind in the count, I think, once.
Yeah, nothing to write home about for the Steamers, as that one is grounded.
Good pitch.
To Tudix at shortstop. A great pitch. Gets the nice ground ball for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up Wes Connors. Right fielder known for a pretty dangerous bat, although he hasn't shown it tonight. 0 for 1. 2-1 the count now on Connors. This one hit very well to right field, but you wonder if it's a little bit too high. It's coming down. It is out. Pibe Valderrama makes the play right at the wall. Boy, I didn't know what was going to happen with that. That was close.
He hit that so hard.
That one hit hard right up the middle. It finds the dirt in front of Chumbawamba, and that's a base hit. He hit it hard. He got a little too under it, though, and that's what kept it in the ballpark, even at the shortest, probably the shortest fence in the field. That one, oh, and it's misthrown by Monsoon. Stealing on Monsoon actually pays off there. A rare error from the cannon behind the plate.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Solid backup from the center fielder to keep the runner at second, though. And 2-2 with 2 away and a runner on second. And the count goes full. Runner will go. Runner didn't go, but no,
there was no force. He wouldn't have gone there.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Thank you for the correction, Basher.
That's okay.
And so a free bag issued there. Runners on first and second. 2 away and 2-0 on the pitcher killer Eagle Mondavi. That one popped up behind the plate. Monsoon under it, puts it away. No damage done.
Disappointing finish for the Knights that inning.
It was, especially after that almost home run ball, right?
Yeah, almost home run and errant throw by Monsoon. They were in it.
Failed to capitalize, but I'll tell you, they're brushing right up against it. And still a very close game here at Lafayette.
Absolutely.
Morris with the bat in his hand, as opposed to on the mound, a pitcher's duel, and he loses. Takes strike 3 for out number 1. Holden Tudix up next. 0 for 2 is the leadoff hitting shortstop so far.
Ricky Kwan's found his mojo back.
You have to think so, and now he's got a steady stream of right-handers. But he gives up a little bloop single there. Rather not a steady stream. Giancarlo Hammer, the lefty hitter, in there to break up the right-hitting lineup for Cleveland. A good choice by the Cleveland GM. And 1-2 the count on Giancarlo Hammer. That one just misses in. 2-2. Misses outside. The count goes full. That one hit hard on the ground. First baseman Lambert bobbles it but makes the play. Only one, though. The runner will advance to second, so scoring position for the dangerous Kevin Chumbawamba, who has a double and a walk, and he's got the only RBI.
Ooh.
That one hit very well, but
Just
foul.
Feel that power in that foul ball.
Oh, yeah. Miami fans' hearts in their throat for this at bat. 1-2 the count. Juan painting the corners, characteristically. That one is popped high in the infield. Shouldn't do anything. Large lad under it makes the play. So we're halfway through. Still a duel here. Cleveland on top for the time being, 1-0. We'll see if Miami can rally back.
Boy, I was pretty bearish on Ricky Kwan in the third inning there, but he's or maybe it was the second, but he's bounced right back.
He really, really has. And you can't say enough about that. I would say the turning point for him was getting out of that bases loaded jam. That seemed to really give him a lot of his groove back, so to speak. And as the large lad lumbers up to the plate, that one is hit hard on the ground, but Davis all over it for out number 2. And a quick 2 outs here for Goomba Morris on the mound. His pitch count a little healthier. And that one is served into center field. It's going to be a base knock to break up the 1-2-3 inning. And Morris is going to have to stay out there.
Oh, they're going to the pen.
How about that? Ricky Kwan's night is over. And
This pitch count was pretty high.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus will come up to the plate. And a rather unsponge-worthy at-bat for the Star as she grounds out to shortstop for out number 3, and we're headed to the 6th.
Yeah,
Still
she needs
1-0.
to stick to acting.
Not the Veep of hitting, it could be said. Yurik Balakirev, the new reliever on the mound for Miami, and he faces Puma Longtree, who is known to hit for good contact against righties like Balakirev. And he's being quite careful with his pitch selection here. Gets it to 2-2. But that one rifled up the middle. It's going to be a base hit, and moreover, it's going to roll to the wall. D is gobbling it up, but it's going to go for 2 bases, so a lead-off double for Cleveland here.
Meatball of a fastball.
It really was. He had been painting the corners, but then he just left that one to hang over the middle, and that's what happens. Facing Thermos Monsoon, he better not do that here. He's going to get punished for it. 1-1 the count now. Just gets the inside half, 1-2.
Ooh, that was close.
Skied high behind the large lad who makes short work of it. Runner will stay at second. 1 away, 1 in scoring position, and Dick Avery at the plate. Still looking for his first hit of the evening. Boy, great pitch there. Cuts right across the corner for strike number 1. That is a soft grounder to first. Lambert gobbles it up, throws to Balakirev covering for out number 2. Runner advances to third, and so Cleveland is 90 feet away from doubling their lead. Daddy Davis, the man of the hour. This one skied to center, not going to go. And it's pulled in to end the top of the 6th. So no damage done there, as Cleveland remains ahead by just 1. And Knights looking to come back here. Teddy Lambert, the first baseman, will start it off.
Top of the order for the Knights. They have an opportunity.
Indeed. Goomba Morris maybe losing a little bit of steam. Still looking good, but can't find the strike zone here. As 4 straight balls will send him to first base. And
well, that last one was close, though.
It sure was. Wes Connors will be the next batter. Runner on first, no one away. And Goomba has found the strike zone once again. 2-1 the count. Has he lost it? No, he throws a strike in there. It's pounded up the middle of another. Well, the first base hit advances the walked runner to second, and so we've got first and second. No one away. Javier Brizzo, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
He had thrown something like 5 straight cutters and then threw a screwball, and it's like he had no problem.
That's going to be 2. A quick 2 outs on the twin killing. And Cleveland getting a double play where they most need it. With the runner on third, Outlaw Owens at the plate. Yeah, he was leaning a little bit on that cutter, but he's going to have to diversify a little bit if he wants to keep them guessing. This is their 3rd time seeing him. That one popped high, and it looks like he's going to get out of the jam here, too. He will. No runs for Miami. It's still a 1-run game, and we're headed to the 7th frame.
Yeah, I feel like the Steamers kind of got away with that one, but you got to get the outs when you can get them.
Well said, Basher. Well said. And P.V. Valderrama will start it off for Cleveland. Balakirev still on the mound, the hurler for Miami. He's got 1 and 2. Just misses with that one. Count even at 2 and 2.
Ooh, good pitch.
Great pitch, freezes Valderrama for a looking strike 3. And that will bring up the pitcher Goomba Morris, who will be left in the game. And he hits this one up the middle. It's a base hit for the pitcher Goomba Morris.
We've seen a couple of those today. A.J. Stryker in the last game, and now Goomba Morris.
The pitcher's showing up at the plate. How do you like that?
Ooh.
Holden Tudyk's the batter now. That one almost snagged by the diving first baseman. 0-2 the count on Tudyk, who's 1 for 3 with a single. And a big swing and miss for strike 3. Balakirev looking good out there so far.
Yeah, he really has.
Giancarlo Hammer the batter now. 2-0 the count on Hammer. That one hit very high. It won't get out of the infield. And that will be out number 3 as Eagle Mondave records it. It's time to stretch here at Lafayette. Still an absolute nail-biter. And Eagle Mondave at the plate. Nothing doing tonight at the plate so far.
And despite the lack of runs, there's been a lot of activity, a lot of people on base and good plays.
And there's one more as Mondave seeing eye single through the left side. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th for Miami. And that brings up Ricky Rodriguez. You're right, it hasn't been just strike him out, strike him out, strike him out, strike him out, soft grounder, strike him out. Both defenses, both pitchers have really shown up. Not a ton of walks either. Just really trying to hold the line on both sides and hold the line they have ever since that first run crossed the plate in the first inning. And it's 2-2 against the catcher. And the count goes full. Hit hard, but hammers all over it, out number 1. And Large Lad at the plate now. 0 for 2 so far, runner on first, 1 away.
A Mitch Moreland lookalike.
Quickly behind 0-2. Big swing and miss, strike 3. Guma Morris still demonstrating great pitching prowess. Even 89, almost 90 pitches deep. Vinny D hits it hard on the right side, knocked it down as the first baseman, and they get him. Boy, Cleveland looking great out there in the field, holding the Knights. It's still a 1-0 game as we head to the 8th. Kevin Chumbawamba starting it off for Cleveland. That one hit through the left side of the infield, a leadoff first pitch single for Chumbawamba. Now, this has to be a frustrating game if you're a Knights fan because they've had so many chances and they haven't really made a lot of mistakes, but they just haven't been able to get across the plate for whatever reason.
Right.
And they had that one that almost made it out of right field. They're right there. They just can't bring it home. 3-1 the count on Longtree.
And Cleveland's offense really, I don't know. They've done some, but it's not what you're used to seeing from Cleveland.
No big innings, nothing like that, although they had the one that really had the potential to be before Quan shut it down. 1-1 the count now. Well, that wasn't even was that a home run? I thought that was a double. Down the line.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, it was a double down the left field chalk.
Oh, yeah,
as
you're
Monsoon takes the breaking pitch for strike 3. And that'll bring up Dick Avery.
I got a bad memory. There he goes.
Well, it sure seems like there have been home runs because of how many we saw in those first 2 games.
Perhaps that's what it was, yeah.
Edgar Hamilton, the new man on the mound for Miami. He will face the 0 for 3 swinging Dick Avery. Runner on first and second. 1 away. 3-1 the count on Avery. And just misses high, and that'll load the bases for Daddy Davis.
That looked like a strike from here.
That was very, very close. This one hit very well to left field. Bases loaded. It's a grand slam if it goes, and it will! Daddy Davis with the bomb to break this game open. It's 5-0 Cleveland. And that one, I don't know how many parks that one gets out of, but it's out of this one. And a grand slam for
Daddy Davis.
Big dad strength in a big spot.
What an amazing game he's had, because he's another player that I think I would have been bearish on. He's had 3 pretty crummy at bats, and then he's the absolute hero for the Steamers in the top of the 8th.
Clicked this time. I don't know. I'll tell you that all but breaks this one open, as the Knights are going to have 6 outs to come back. And it looks like Goomba is going to have himself another infield. Well, he's going to have himself another base hit.
Yeah, I think I would qualify that as an infield hit.
So no reason to take him out. I think probably, well, if he doesn't hit that grand slam, he doesn't come up to the plate this inning. But yeah, no reason not to let him try for the complete game shutout here.
Yeah, why not?
All right, now the runner's going to take off.
There you go.
He fouls that one away, and runner's going to have to do it all again. And this one is going to be lofted out into center field. It drops for a base hit. Runners on first and second. More two-out damage for Cleveland. Giancarlo Hammer up, looking to do some more.
Lefty v lefty.
Hamilton came out looking good, but gave up that big long ball in a tough spot to Daddy Davis, and he's going to give up another run at least here as this one rolls into the left field corner. They will hold the runner at third, but one comes around. 6-0 Cleveland as they continue to pile on. And that'll bring up Kevin Chumbawamba, who's got a double, a single, a walk, and an RBI.
They're gonna walk him.
And they're going to issue a free bag to Mr. Chumbawamba here, and it's not a horrible idea.
You think they go to the pen after this? Is the real question.
That indeed is the question. They'll face the cleanup hitting Puma Longtree with the bases juiced, and they will. Good call, Basher. They go to the pen in LaMichael Jordan's, and they're asking a lot of them here. Facing the Cleveland Steamers cleanup hitter with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And it's dribbled to second base. He's going to get out of it, but not before a devastating offensive rush by Cleveland puts 5 runs on the board, making it 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Well, Michael Jordan's out of the game after throwing, what, a pair of pitches?
Yeah, maybe 2 pitches, yeah.
Demi Lovato will take over at the plate, the pinch hitter for Miami.
Might as well, though. Miami needs runs.
They do indeed, and they're not going to get him here. Tudix gobbles it up, throws to first. That's 1 away. And Goomba still looking strong, absolutely on fire out there, despite having already thrown 95 pitches now. You gotta think that's
distance.
You got to think it's got something to do with his pitch selection. I mean, he throws 5 different pitches. If you only throw 2 or 3, you're not getting through a lot of innings because people have seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's probably breaking. I haven't kept that close of an eye on his pitch selection, but he's pulling things off the shelf even now that they haven't seen yet.
It's been fairly balanced. I'm not keeping a record of it, but he's mixing it up.
And it's working for him as he gets a 1-2-3 bottom of the 8th, and we're headed to the final frame of regulation with a very, very scary 6-0 lead for Cleveland. And I guess scary if you're a Miami fan, heavenly if you're a Cleveland fan. Bob Kelso, the new hurler on the mound for Miami, and he faces Thermos Monsoon.
Morris has a higher pitch count than A.J. Striker did in the last game, so this is going to be tight in the bottom half of the inning.
You know he's looking for that complete game shutout. The question is he going to have the juice to be able to do it? And I guess we're going to find out. But for now, we got 1 away. Dick Avery at the plate. Nothing doing besides a walk so far in 4 plate appearances, and he gets another walk here. So free bag issued to Avery. Daddy Davis, the big man with the big bat, who hit that unforgettable grand slam earlier in this game to really break this game open for Cleveland. He's got another base hit here. That one through the left side. And I don't know what happened. He sure flipped a switch.
Boy, you're not kidding. He's now 2 for 5, and
like you said,
4 RBIs.
Looking pretty lackluster in his first 3 at bats, and then just, whew, boy, anything but since. That one hit right at Bruzzo at second. Goes to first with it, but not in time. Pretty close nonetheless. 2 away, 2 on.
Oh, there he goes.
They are going to take Goomba Morris out of the game. An interesting move by the Cleveland GM, but we will see Prince Yelich at the plate. And a soft grounder to second. Was it worth it, Cleveland?
I know.
Chico Watson taking over on the mound, looking to close this one out.
That's disappointing.
That is disappointing indeed for Goomba Morris. He was looking very good. He comes off of a 1-2-3 inning. I mean, what more can he do?
Right.
Nonetheless, moving on here, 3 outs are all that separate Cleveland from a W here tonight, and they're They're going to push those further back as a leadoff single starts this one off. Runner on first, no one out for Outlaw Owens. 0 for 2 so far with a walk. A rally in their bones. They better start to show their hand pretty quickly here. And that one is gobbled by Hammer. It goes to second with it goes to first.
Wow.
A twin killing on that beautiful defensive play by Hammer. And that all but snuffs out Miami Knights' hope.
Well, that's a web gem right there. What a great play.
Comeback? I don't think so. That's what he said with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Eagle Mondave, the final hope for Miami, as they're down to their final out. That one is sky to high. That should do it. And Hammer under it makes the play. That's your final. 6-0 Cleveland as they take it away here in Lafayette, beating the pretty strong looking until tonight Miami Knights.
But boy, Daddy Davis, hero. Boy,
he is an absolute shoe-in for
and
MVP
obviously
this round.
Without him, they still would have won the game, but they didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you believe in dew or mojo or you know, kind of the kind of momentum shifts, but if that's a 1-0 game for those next couple of innings, who knows how it works out? I mean, things could have changed. It's hard to say really, and for that reason, I think he definitely deserves the MVP here. I want to say Guma Morris second, based on his performance.
I would think so. He did give up a lot of hits, but I mean, no earned runs.
Yeah, and a lot of that due to his stunning staff in the field, but
there he goes.
There it is, and Chumbawamba in the third spot. He had a very strong night offensively. So that's your game. 6-0 Cleveland over the Knights here at Lafayette Corner. We'll be back right after this, so don't go anywhere. We've got the fourth game of the night coming right up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth and final game of the night for the BHB. My name is Tip Tippington, and Basher, I gotta say, I've loved having you in the booth tonight. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks. That's nice of you to say. Yeah, it's been an honor doing these games with you.
Tonight, it is the New York Empire versus the Kirky Turkeys. It's been a split series so far, and going to be interesting to see what we have here tonight. Empire not looking so great so far this season, despite their run for the Bartolo series last year. Rather.
They share the same problem with Cleveland, I guess, before today.
The championship
Being
curse.
at the bottom of the table, yeah.
Indeed. As Thomas Rose grounds out to first, that brings up Rob Masters, facing the dangerous Hershey on the mound. That one is skied into left, probably going to be out number 2. And we're in the, of course, the Shaka Sports Turf, which is known as the Baseball Gobbling Park. And what do you know? The MVP Biscuit Basher at the plate. And he puts this one into the gap off the wall. And that's an easy double for Basher. Basher getting the offense going for New York. No surprise there. And just in time for the RBI man, Joey Phillips, to step up to the plate. Herschel looking to shut this down before it gets out of hand. And a quick 0-2 on Joey. That one skied into right, should be routine. And it is. We're headed to the bottom of the first. No score yet.
Yeah, Shaka Sports Turf has a massive outfield. And
you know, they say about New York, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Well, if you can hit one here, you can hit one anywhere. So that one right back at Santana. She knocks it down and gets the out at first. And that'll bring up Ray Colson, who hit an absolute bomb last night. And another shot here. This one, like Basher's, but goes to the opposite side of the field. Basher will clean it up and throw it in, but not before Colson has herself a one-out double.
Good hit.
Tom Rahman at the plate now. A very dangerous catcher for Kirky. Raven Santana looking to put up a better performance this time than her first outing this season, where she got lit up. She is a pitcher who has shown a lot of promise for New York last season as a reliever, but making her starting debut this season.
Throws heat.
And
got a good fastball.
Certainly a good fastball, and not terrible breaking pitches, although that one misses for full count. Fouled away. Rahman's not going down easy. And he will draw the walk. So a long at bat results in a free bag for Tom Noodles and Charlie Bubblegum, the next batter, with 2 on and 1 away. Takes a strike, 0-1.
That's where she wanted to put that last one.
Oh, yeah.
Outside corner.
And that one fouled away, 1-2. Fouled back. That one is skied into left. It will not hit the ground. Shun getting the pants dirty with the sliding catch for out number 2, and a very big out it was. But a ballsy slide there. If he misses that, what, 2-run score?
Oh, 2-run score easy, and a triple. No question.
Boy. Dix between her legs hits this one well to right center field. It's back to the wall. It's gone. An elusive 3-run shot in Shaka Sports Turf puts Kirky on top early. And yet more 2-out damage. We've seen a lot of that tonight from all the different teams. And it's 3-0 Kirky as Domingo Ayala comes up with some clean bases and 2 away.
I guess that
very hard, but just foul.
I guess that right center fence is probably the closest that any fence is in this ballpark, but it's still really far.
Still no picnic indeed. Shun bobbles that one, and pretty sure that's an error. Yep, that's an error. So it should have been called for out number 3.
So crazy. He made that great play earlier in the inning.
And then drops
and then he drops that.
That is frustrating for New York fans, and this inning will continue as Meals Wheels, the 7th hitter for Kirky, steps up to the plate. And she is a little shaken up by the way things went. 4-pitch walk issued there, and Mojo Rising at the plate, who has also been very deadly so far this season. 25 pitches already for the right-hander. 2-2 the count on Rising. That one grounded to Tippington at second. Gobbles it up for out number 3, but not before some big damage done by Kirky. It's 3-0. We're headed to the top of the second here at Shaka.
She threw 5 fastballs at bat, and she threw 4 outside, and that 5th pitch was inside. That was a good pitch.
And not a moment too soon. She's able to get out of that jam. And it looks like Merle McGuire will start it off with a base hit up the middle. So a leadoff single, and that'll bring up Fab Freddy, the third baseman. 2-0 the count on Freddy. This one through the right side, a base hit for Fab Freddy. New York puts 2 on the bases before an out is recorded here in the second. And that's going to bring up Eric Shun. Now, a lot of people get Shun and McGuire mixed up because they have the same haircut, but you'll notice when they walk up to the plate who's who, because Shun is the lefty and McGuire is the righty, as that one has popped up behind the plate, and it's going to be bagged for out number 1. Runners stay where they are. That brings up the second baseman, Tippington. This one dribbles just through the right side. A base hit for Tippington. Runner going home. Charlie Bubblegum throws not in time. New York's on the board.
Oh, and he's got an arm, too. That was kind of a risky run, but gets away with it. 3-1.
Indeed it was. Tippington injured on the play. He pulled a hammy running, and he's going to be replaced by Chance Sanders after the RBI single. And an errant bunt there is going to lead to a twin killing, and that will put an abrupt stop on the Empire rally there. But 1 run scored. It's 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second.
That's poor base running by Empire.
It is. I mean,
got to be better than that.
He must have left before the bat hit the ball, because I don't know how he could have gotten that far off the bag.
Right.
The pitcher, Herschel Hershey, will start it off for Kirky. Santana looking to recover out there on the mound, and she gets the fly ball. No way this is going to clear the fence here in Shaka. That is out number 1. And Muddy Bunce Jr., the next batter. Misses away, ball 1. Misses high and in for ball 2, and the walks so far have killed Santana. The score would be a lot lower if she didn't issue those free bags in the first. And another free bag issued here.
She's losing her control.
It does seem that way, as the dangerous Ray Colston up next. She doubled in the first. Really got that rally going.
3 fastballs in that at bat, all missed.
Almost seems like that's the only pitch she trusts right now, and even that's starting to fail her. And that one is going to be an infield single, as Rose can't hang on. Tom Rahman, the next batter. Runners on first and second with 1 away. Santana still struggling to find the zone. Finds it there, 2-1. And a dribbler back to the mound. Santana fields, throws to first for out number 2. Runners advance to second and third. Kirky threatening here with 2 away, and Charlie Bubblegum at the plate. A walk here is not the worst thing, because then you get the force out back. But no walks, indeed. Chanders cannot get to it, and 2 runs are going to come around. A 2 RBI single for Charlie Bubblegum.
Yeah, the location of that ball was just out of the reach of Sanders there.
One of those seeing eye singles. Just so happened to score 2 runs. And now it's 5-1 Kirky. And Dixby Tweenerlegs, who homered his first time up, back at the plate now. Runner goes. The throw down is not in time. Chanders applies the tag, but it's too late. That's a stolen base for Charlie Bubblegum. And a walk
Masters has a good arm too. He must be fast.
Fast indeed. Some wheels on that right fielder. First and second, 2 away. Domingo Ayala at the plate. And Santana still pitching. About to throw her 54th, and it goes into left field. That is driven to the wall. That's going to bring around at least 2. Well, it's going to bring around 2. It is a standing ball, although he might have slid. He didn't have to. Standing Should have been a standing double for Ayala there, and it's 7-1 Kirky, who are really piling it on here in just the second inning.
Santana, 7 earned runs.
She's rattled, and for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think it's hook time here pretty soon. Meals Wheels at the plate, 3-1 the count on Wheels, and gets it in there for a strike, so that'll load the count, and misses high. So another free base issued, and you got to think that's going to be it for Raven. And it will. Brian Blaze, the hard-throwing reliever on the mound in the second inning, which he's not very used to. And he will face Mojo Rising.
Now, this is an early relief effort.
It's a bullpen game already for the Empire here in the second inning. And that one misses in. 3-1 on Rising. Fouls it away. Full count now.
Runners go.
Oh, yep. See, I'm getting it. On the ground to Chanders at second. Throws over to first, and that'll stop the bleeding, but not before 4 runs cross the plate. Kirky, 7, New York 1 as we head to the top of the third in Shaka. Thomas Rose, the batter, as New York's lineup rolls over. And he takes ball 1 outside. Ball 2 low. Hershey dealing so far. Only thrown 23 pitches, but a quick 3 balls here. And that one's in there for a strike. 3-1. Count goes full on Rose. He hits that one up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. A leadoff single for Thomas Rose.
Good start for the Empire.
They just need to start getting something going here because otherwise this is going to get hard to watch real quick.
You know, the inning before, the Albuquerque, they weren't necessarily hitting the ball that great. They had really good plate discipline, taking a lot of walks and getting hits when they matter.
Santana was handing out too many free bases, and she got punished for it, as this one is off the glove of Ayala at second. And that's going to be an E4 as both runners reach the next base, first and second, with no one away for the MVP, Biscuit Basher. Already a double so far today. That one not quite fast enough to get by Hershey on the mound. And the cat-like reflexes out number 1. Joey Phillips up next. The RBI man looking to show off his trait. I don't know how that missed, but it did. 2-0. This one hit very well to right field, and Bubblegum gobbles it up. The runner tagging, heading to third. Boy, that sounded good off the bat, but not good enough for Shaka. And Merle McGuire at the plate. Hershey looking very strong on the mound. Runners on the corners, 2 away in the top of the third here. Runner will head to second. The throw down is not in time. A stolen base there on a pretty ballsy stealing attempt.
Yeah, that's pretty risky.
And this one hit into the gap. It's going to bring home 2.
That game will totally paid off for the Empire.
Back. Absolutely. It's a 2-run double there for McGuire, and it's 7-3 Turkeys. Empire signs of life at the plate here with 2 outs. And Fab Freddy up next. He's 1 for 1 so far. That one skied into foul territory. 1-1 the count. 2-1 as that one misses away. Misses high. And he walked him. So first and second with 2 outs here. And that will bring up Eric Shunn.
I feel like we cursed Hershey. He's like, something's in his head now.
Something happened. Something about giving up that big gapper. Seems to have him a little shaken. And he's thrown, well, 2-1 on Eric Shunn. He found the zone there, but he loses it again. 3-1. And he will walk the bases loaded.
Back-to-back walks.
And Sance Chanders, the pinch hitting second baseman, will be the man of the hour here with bases loaded and 2 away. That one gets away from the catcher. The runners are going to advance. It's another run for New York. It's a 3-run ball game.
That was heads-up base running.
Absolutely. That one misses low. 3 straight balls to Chanders. And he gets a strike in there, 3-1. A base open, and he will employ that base. Base is loaded now for the pitcher, Brian Blaze. Now, do you swap him out here?
Boy, it sure would be tempting if you're the manager.
But it doesn't look like they will. Brian Blaze, the pitcher, up with bases loaded, and he quickly gets behind 0-2. That one just misses. 1-2, very close. Skied high into foul territory, gonna be just out of reach, and he'll get another shot. Dribbled down to third, and that will do it. So the Turkeys cap a lid on it, but 3 runs scored by the Empire, and we've got a little bit closer of a ball game here. 7-4 Kirky as we head to the bottom of the third.
They're going to leave him in too.
Pitcher Herschel Hershey is going to swing away here. Kirky's got some faith in their starter, despite a little bit of chaos that happened that last inning.
His pitch count's pretty low.
I think with New York, they had to leave Blaze in because they're going to run out of arms.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the second inning, or it was the top of the third, rather. Mm-hmm. So, it can't be getting too creative with the bullpen yet, as he fans Hershey on strike 3 there. And Brian Blaze sustains an injury there, elbow pain, and they should have given him the hook anyway. This one is drilled to center field, back to the wall. Even Shaka can't hold it, it's gone. 8-4 Kirky on the blast. Was that his first pitch?
I think it was. Maybe the second.
Boy.
To the deepest part of center field.
New York, bad luck with the injuries tonight. First Tippington and then Blaze. Cash Pax gives up a blast right there. And Ray Colston shoots this one through the left side. It's another base hit. Turkeys rallying hard here in the bottom of the third inning. Tom Rahman, the next batter. He walked, and I'm not sure how he got out. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And a runner on first here with 1 away. Cash Pax already having a rough time of it. He's thrown 3 straight balls here. Make it 4. Hey. Noodles issued a free bag, his second of the game, and Charlie Bubblegum up next. 2 runners on, 1 away.
This has so far not been a good outing for Cash Pax.
No, and he comes off a rough outing the other night, giving up the late home run.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Another bomb here. This one's back, and it's gone. 3 more runs for Kirky.
And no outs recorded for Pack.
Boy, just a nightmare outing for Pax. And, boy, do you pull him too? You can't. Empire's bullpen is getting cashed out, and it's only the 3rd inning. And Dixby Tweenerlegs, who's already homered in this game, up next. A homer and a walk, and he gets another walk there. Cash Pax just struggling every possible way. He either misses the strike zone or it leaves the stadium. I mean, the Turkeys are making this look like... we're playing in Shaka, but they're making it look like the Tiger Den.
3 hits and 2 walks, no outs. I mean, this is...
Boy. The most damaging 17 pitches I've maybe seen a pitcher throw, as another walk issued here, they are just marching around the bases on Cash Pax.
Loaded up again. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. Messed that one up.
Not quite. Well, yeah, you might end up being right if he throws 4 more balls, and there's the first. Yeah. Oh, that one's in there for a strike. 1-1. Misses low. 2-1 the count now. And that one gets away from the catcher, and it will be advancements
might as well put him
for
on now.
The base runners. And he misses again. Bases loaded. The prophecy comes true. And Mojo rising up with 1 away and the bases juiced. Cash Pax just totally rattled, but perhaps a bit of a masochistic manager leaving him on the mound out there. Well, masochistic and sadistic, because there's no way Pax is playing this.
There's no way he's liking it either.
No way. And that one gets through. It's a base hit. More runs coming home. Just 1 that time. The great throw by Basher will hold the runner at third. So bases loaded. Herschel Hershey, the pitcher. And they've batted around this inning.
Mm-hmm. 12-4 Turkeys.
So unlucky the injury to Brian Blaze, because if that doesn't happen, he's still in there. We're probably in the 4th or 5th inning by now. The move to cash packs has really cost them here. And full count there. That one dribbled on the right side. Pax Fields throws to first, out number 2. Run will score, and it's 13-4 Albuquerque.
That's Cash Pack's first recorded out. And that's all he's going to get.
Just in time, because he gets the hook. Berto Demora coming in to put out the fire, but put it out he will not. 2 more runs score on the 2 RBI single there, and it's 15-4 Kirky. This becoming a little less of a game and a little more of a snuff film as we slog through the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Can they get the 3rd out?
Ray Colson, 3 for 3.
Not who you want to face in this situation, and It doesn't look like he's trying to face her at all. Although that's a strike, 3-1 the count on Colston. And misses low and away. She will get the free base. Tom Rahman up next. That one's in there for a strike. A beautiful breaking pitch. Another strike down the middle. 0-2. And that one breaks in for a strike. Rahman watches 3 straight pitches, but 8 runs, an extremely crooked number from Albuquerque, and New York just can't seem to stop him. It is 15-4 here in Shaka.
Well, it's all been pitching. I mean, outside of Eric Shun's drop in left field, there hadn't really been anything New York could have done.
And I don't think that error even cost them any runs, did it?
No, I didn't.
So really, it's come down to walks, little bloop singles, couple homers.
Yeah, it's
certainly
pitching.
A couple homers. That one is skied into left. Would have been a home run in a few parks, but not at Shaka. 1 away. Rob Masters up next, 0 for 2. That one driven into the gap. That's going to go for at least a double. Masters has got wheels. Let's see what he can get out of it. He's going to stop there. Standing double for Masters, so about 20 more of those, and New York's back in this thing.
Despite being ahead by 11 runs, I think Hershey's getting rocked a little bit. They may think about hooking him.
Rocked, and his pitch count is climbing. 66 as he faces the MVP of the league, Biscuit Basher here. 1-1 the count on him. Runner in scoring position. That one fouled away, 1-2. That one hit foul, but it'll stay in play for the 3rd baseman, Bunce Jr., who records out number 2. Runner stays at second. Joey Phillips, RBI man, up next. Breaks a little too far in for ball 1. And that one's low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. A dribbler to first.
Pitch.
Colston cleans it up for out number 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. Still an absolute slaughter. 15-4 here at Shaka Sports Turf. Yeah, look at that. Only 10 hits for Kirky, but yet they have 15 runs. That says
right.
walks.
I mean,
walks and errors, and there was only 1 error. So
yeah, it's mostly walks.
Right, I
mean,
there.
What's his name gave up at least 5. Pax.
Santana was issuing them too before he got out.
Sure.
Before Blaze came out, and then Blaze got hurt. So then Pax came in and just absolutely hosed gasoline on the fire.
Like 4 straight, yeah.
Yeah, home runs, walks. I mean, take your pick. As that one is grounded to second for out number 1. Dick's between her legs up next. He's got a dinger, 2 walks.
Everyone on the Kirky roster has 2 walks at least.
It's a laundry
Seems
list.
like it anyway.
It really is. It's a stat padding game for Kirky at this point. 3-1 the count on tweener legs, and that's going to be another walk.
Another walk.
So 3 free bases issued to that man alone. And here's another guy who's walked, Domingo Ayala. But they've walked, but then you see why they're walking him. A 2 RBI double. So, these guys are dangerous. You kind of,
yeah, they're getting hit. They're doing everything right.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, you throw them strikes, they crush them. And if you don't, they walk.
They're getting hits when they matter, right after they earn 2 or 3 walks. I mean,
another walk.
It's textbook offense.
Oh, yeah. This is somebody in the chat asking if New York will even be able to show up for the next game because their pitchers are all going to be drained. Yeah, that's...
it's something to be concerned about.
Are we going to see a position player on the mound later in this one? Oh, boy, right back at Demora as if they needed that. Another pitcher rendered incapacitated. And bases loaded now for Mojo Rising. They got to take him out. He's got to go to the hospital. Humberto
2
Quackenbush
relievers.
with the bases loaded, 1 away. And they got, what, him and then the closer left. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
And they have 5 innings to go.
This is almost like walk-on territory. They're going to put out open calls for pitchers. Yikes. They're going to be bringing people down from the stands to pitch.
All right,
Herschel
Mr.
Hershey.
Dasher, get on the mound.
Right here, yeah. Yeah, how about it? Fouls that one back for strike 1. Bases loaded here for the pitcher. He's 0 for 3, but he does have an RBI. A big cut there for strike 2. And strike 3, so the bleeding is stopped. Somehow, Kirky does not score a run in that inning, although it sure felt like it, as Quackenbush comes in to clean it up, and Merle McGuire will start the response for New York. Hershey's still out there, 73 pitches in, but gets the fly ball here, and that should be out number 1. Fab Freddy up next for New York.
He's looked shaky a couple times, but keep him in. Why not?
Yeah, always seems to recover. He's got his mojo back. He's back up to neutral. He was tense for a bit there. How can you be tense with an 11-run lead? That's what I want to know. That one drilled into center field. It's going to be a one-hop off the wall in the very deepest part of the park. And they're going to hold him to a double. Nice relay there by Kirky, but a double it is with 1 out. So a runner on second for Eric Shun with 1 away here in the top of the 5th.
Was that Fab Freddy?
I do believe it was Fab Freddy.
He's had a good game.
He's been hitting well this season so far. That one gets away from the catcher. Freddy's going to get a free base. So runner on third. Big cut and a miss from Eric Shun. 1-2. That one's outside. 2-2. That one skied into right. Going to be caught, but should be deep enough to get the runner home, and it is. They won't even try. So New York narrows the lead to 10 as Sance Chanders steps in.
Oh, I mean, it would be the comeback of forever. I mean, if they were to pull that off, without pitching, it's not going to happen. No, this game,
something's really got to change. Although they did put up their first 0 last inning.
True.
As we head into the bottom of the 5th, only halfway through, yet 20 runs on the board, 15 of them for Kirky, as Mighty Bunce Jr. at the plate. Quackenbush looking good so far. And they're really going to need some length out of him because frankly, there isn't anyone else. As a walk issued there to Bunce Jr., and that'll bring up the dangerous Ray Colston, who was struck thrice tonight and walked.
Surprise. Yeah, Ray's had a
2
great
straight
game.
Balls. That one hammered to left field. It's not going to have the distance. A little too much under it. And Shun brings it in for out number 1. Runner retreats to first base. Yeah, you said it. There's not much to say here. Without pitching, and even then, you got to put up 10 runs, and that's just to tie it.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
so not a good look here from New York.
I'm sure if I was a statistician, your probability would be less than 0.1%.
Yeah, what would the ESPN app say? Yeah, I would say something like that. Although there have been times I've watched that app, something happens, and all of a sudden it shifts. 84% one way, something happens, all of a sudden it's 60% the other way, just one play. So who knows, but it doesn't look good, suffice to say. 3-0 on Charlie Bubblegum and 4-pitch walk issued to him. So Dixby Tweenerlegs up next. He's homered and walked thrice. 2 away, 2 on, and that one is drilled into left field. That's going to bring 2 home.
Tweenerlegs is going to get 2
he's got
more
himself
RBI.
a double. Boy, a 5 RBI game for Tweenerlegs, and you would think he was carrying the team, but he's really not because they have 12 other runs. And Dominga Ayala up next. And I'm being told that we have now hit a record for the most walks in a game for any game played in the BHB.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Dangerously close to adding another one here, and he will. Boy,
I've never seen anything like this.
This is going to be quite unprecedented. Good luck to anyone trying to break this record in the future. We're only in the 5th inning. And could somebody in the chat help me out? How many walks have there been so far? I long ago I lost count. How about you, Basher? Do you know?
Oh, I have no clue. Yeah, I mean it's been 5 or 6 per pitcher.
You get a walk, and you get a walk,
Yeah.
and you get a walk. That one has popped up and put an end to this miserable charade of an inning. And 2 more runs for Kirky, 17-5 as we head to the top of the 6th. Quackenbush at the plate. You got to let him swing because, like I said earlier,
you need
the
arm.
bullpen's just about empty. So
Herschel's going to stay in.
They got 12 more outs to get. Herschel staying in. Yeah, an interesting call because they, unlike New York, still have a bullpen.
Yep, and
take strike 3 there.
Herschel Hershey will be the pitcher of record for the win.
That is true at this point in the game. Quality start long gone, but yeah, as long as they're able to hang on to this 12-run lead, he will get the W today. And Rose grounds out back to the mound for out number 2. Rob Masters up next. He's got a double so far.
And he almost threw out that runner stealing. But he had wheels. Can't remember his name. The right fielder.
Oh, that would have been Charlie Bubblegum.
There you go.
Masters drills this one to left field. Would have been a home run in just about any other park, but not here. It is out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 6th.
17 runs on 12 hits. The Kirky Turkeys are showing their discipline and offensive prowess.
It is rare to see a box score that looks like the one we're looking at here tonight. You don't see too many of them like it. And Herschel Hershey's night finally comes to an end as he is replaced by Karen Gobbles at the plate. That one back to the mound. Could be 2, should be 2, and it is. So a quick twin killing there from New York, who's really probably just trying to get this one over with. Trying to save Quackenbush's arm. Because it's not really a situation where you'd bring out your closer, but they might have to, strictly because no gas left in the tank at that point. That one grounded out to third for the final out of the 6th inning. We're headed to the 7th, 17-5.
Big, tasty,
Kirky.
awesome meat. Wow.
Big, tasty, awesome meat indeed. And he's our reliever for Kirky, and he will face Biscuit Basher.
The first reliever for the Albuquerque Turkeys.
Indeed, as Hershey had a nice stretch there. Basher bashes it up the middle for a single to start off the 7th inning. Joey Phillips up next, 0 for 3 tonight. I'm sure the Stream Elements bot has a few things to say about that. 1-1 the count on Phillips.
Joey Phillips.
Skied into foul territory. Looks like it will remain playable. Bubblegum. Choose on that one for out number 1. Merle McGuire, the next batter, 2 for 3. He's actually had a very good night at the plate.
Yeah.
A double, a single with 2 ribbies. A rare ray of sunshine in the New York lineup this evening. 2-1 the count on him. That one's just inside, 3-1. And he draws the walk. Runners on, first and second with 1 away for Fab Freddy, who has also done some damage. A double, single, and a walk. Probably his first RBI opportunity here for the runner in scoring position. 1-1 the count. Just misses outside, 2-1. And another walk. So the base is now loaded for Eric Shun, who's walked and got a ribby on, if I'm not mistaken, a sac fly earlier in this game.
Well, awesome meat. Struggling a little bit here.
Coming back strong, though, with 2 strikes in there. 1-2 the count now. A big
Got him.
cut by Eric Shun, and he gets him swinging for out number 2. So now Sance Chanders up for the second time with the bases loaded.
Good fastball.
That one drilled into left. It's a base hit. That will bring home 1. The second one rounding third, coming home, and he gets there.
Oh.
The throw barely, not in time. A photo finish. And 2 runs score for New York, making it a 10-run game. Quackenbush's night is somehow over, and Little Al is going to come in. This one is driven deep to right center field. Little Al puts it away. A home run for 3 runs.
Pinch hit blast to center field.
Pinch hit blast on the first pitch.
On the first pitch.
I was so flabbergasted that I couldn't even get my words out. 17-10 as New York fire back. Boy, if you'd have told me that New York would have scored 10 runs. Yeah, sure is. If you'd have told me they'd have scored 10 runs by the 7th inning and still be trailing by 7, I would have told you you're crazy, but here we are. And the rally continues as Big Tasty Awesome Meat will get yanked before completing the inning, and Vicky Bettis comes in.
Not a good outing
Rob
for him.
Masters. Not at all, although still a pretty cushy lead here for his successor, and she will get out of it. So it's time to stretch here. A 7-run game as we enter the bottom of the 7th. Yogi Berra, starting pitcher, coming in for New York to fill in some space. I can't remember the last time I've seen a starting pitcher come in relief in a BHB game. I don't believe that I ever have. And of course, he will come in already tense because he's not used to this. This isn't what he signed up for. I'm a starter,
Right.
man. I like a clean slate. But desperate times call for desperate measures as Chanders throws that one over to first for out number 1.
I just don't see the other alternative. Their only pitcher left in the bullpen is a closer.
I'm being told that Prochniak did that for New York, actually, game 1 against the Wild Things. Last playoffs, I must have slipped my mind on that one. But either way, desperate times here for New York as a walk issued there. And that will bring up Charlie Bubblegum, who has already put 5 runs on the board with that. And 2-0 on Bubblegum, who's already walked once. Well, who hasn't for Kirky? And another walk there. So first and second with 1 away, and it's Dixby Tweenerlegs, who's homered, doubled, and walked thrice. Fouls that one away, 1-1. Skied into right field. Should be routine for Basher.
Runner might tag.
Runner is indeed tagging, but it's a bluff. They will head back, not trying to run on the MVP's arm. And Domingo Ayala. Although if there was a time to take a chance like that, it's when you're up by 7 in the bottom of the 7th. I don't know.
But then again, if you're the Turkeys, make New York work for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And they've already done a ton of damage with 2 outs tonight. Hoping for more here, but they will not get it, as that one is blooped over to Shun in left for out number 3. So another 0 on the board as we head to the 8th, but it's 17-10 in what is not a very close game here at Shaka Sports Turf. And the MVP will start it off. Biscuit Basher 2 for 4 with a double and a single. New York is going to have to keep putting rallies together like they did last inning if they want to have any hope of coming back here, as Basher rounds out to the pitcher for out number 1. And Joey Phillips up for the first time without the RBI man trait active. And Joey is now 0 for 5 as he grounds out to first base. Merle McGuire up next with 2 away and nobody home. 0-2 the count on McGuire. Hit hard, but Tweenerlegs gobbles it up, throws to first, and that'll end the top of the 8th. A 1-2-3 inning for the Turkeys. And now they'll get their swings at bat, trying to break this one open even more. You know, you look at that, Albuquerque's got 13 hits, New York has 12. What's wrong with this picture?
7-run gap.
Could it possibly be the, what, 18 walks
60
we've
walks?
seen?
Yeah.
16, something like that.
Yeah,
That
I
one
don't
is
know.
a great play over there at first base to get the out. So 1 away from Mojo Rising. And Freddie fields cleanly, throws to first for out number 2. A quick 2 outs there.
Vicky Bettis has a very good top half of that last inning. Very effective pitching.
Looking deadly. You know, Kirky coach is probably wishing that they put her in instead and skip Big Tasty Awesome Meat entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Although she strikes out swinging there for out number 3. And so we have reached the final inning of regulation in this marathon with 27 runs already scored. Fab Freddy looking to add some more for New York.
Man, he's having a game. Look at that.
What a game it is indeed, as that one is going to go for 2 bases into the gap all the way to the wall, and Eric Shun up next with Freddie on second base. Freddie's bat has just been hot every game this season so far, even though the rest of his team at times struggling, tonight of course being one of those times. Mm-hmm. Eric Shun up the middle, that'll bring the run around. They won't even try it. Rising relays into tweener legs at second, and that'll hold the runner at first. An RBI single there.
No way he's not scoring.
17-11. Turkeys need 3 outs before the umpire gets 6 runs. And Chanders drills this one to center field, back to the wall. It will land 1 hop off the wall. Rising relaying it in, but heading home is the runner. It's close. It's safe. The umpire tack another one up. 17-12. And Elon Schaefer will be the pinch hitter here for the pitcher Yogi Barr.
The fact that the umpire pulled it back within 5, pretty amazing.
It really is, and it's a testament to their offense. If only their pitching early on in the game had matched that level of prowess, then they'd probably be winning very decisively tonight.
Yeah, you don't get many 12-run games and lose.
That one skied high behind the plate. It's going to stay in play and should be out number 2. So the umpire now down to their final out, 5 runs away from tying this one up with a runner on second base and Rob Masters at the plate. Hit hard but very, very high, should be routine. And Bubblegum makes the catch. That is your ball game. The Turkeys take this one 17-12 in what can only be described as an absolute slugfest and or walk fest. What a nightmare it was for New York pitching.
Yeah, I'll say. Let's see. Let's count them up.
All right, 17 walks for the New York Empire, 5 for the Turkeys. So 17 walks is your new BHB record for a single regular season game, or probably any game for that matter. And
imagine so.
Not much else to say about this one. It was a walk fest. It was a blast fest.
And they got in. I mean, one of the pitchers, I think Blaze got injured. The other one got injured.
Hit. Yeah, Blaze got injured.
Yeah.
Really pivotal moment too. That led to that big breakout 8-run inning for Kirky. And if you take that inning away, we got a ball game here.
Well, what a great set of games we got to watch today. Like, all of them had something that was pretty special.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And Dixby Tweener Legs, your MVP there. Bubblegum in second. Mighty Bunce Jr. at third. But as Basher said, a great salvo of games for you here tonight. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us here at the BHB. And thank you, Basher, for helping me out in the booth here tonight. It was my pleasure.
Thanks, Tip. It was an honor.
So we will leave you with that. Kirky over the Empire. And we'll see you next time on the BHB.